Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. So here is Evgeny Gradovich. Born in Russia, currently resides in Oxnard, California. So many great fighters in the United States train out of Oxnard. It's the Pac-Man.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Igrim, Russia, the former featherweight title holder known as El Ruso Mexicano, Evgeny Gradovich. Fighting out of the blue corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight, one-on-one.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. These punches coming from every angle. Good counter punching. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They exchange punches. The Ruso Mexicano may be going down. Trying to buy time. Did you see that? Gradovich is hurt. How are they still standing?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice counter. Gradovich is wobbly. Let's talk about Evgeny Gradovich in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
So, whoa, wait a minute. Gradovich is in trouble. I thought we were going to see the... Whoa, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Gradovich in some serious trouble. And Gradovich is down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels, but look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he gonna go down? And Pacquiao goes to the canvas. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
Absolutely crazy.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? How do you score the last round, Johnny, as both of these fighters went to the canvas?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a poker. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
And shoot. She blocks the right hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive. Hold it right there. Bradovich is wobbly. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Block it.
We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Well done with that counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Bradovich is in trouble. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
A shot from the gods took him out.
Both men knocked down in that round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Who do you think's got more in the tank, Johnny, as both fighters went to the canvas last round?
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
Hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They're giving us a high-tempo show. Nice job blocking the hook. And he scores with the counter. It's all offense, and Manny goes down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again.
Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make up.
Back into the fray here in round 5. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Think of holding on here for a minute. His stamina is off the charts. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that straight left. Misses with the straight left. Holding nothing back here in the round. The charts action from both of these fighters. Incredible work rate. Radovich is hurt. Radovich in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Stamina is off the charts. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. Job trying to back out of trouble.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
And there's the bell for round 7. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place.
One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. No one a hook, but nice defense there. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
Round 8, and we're off again. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
Where did...
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what, the cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated...
And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.